Growing up, people probably told you that being smart was your superpower, but nobody warned you about the kryptonite. Society treats high intelligence like a cheat code for life, assuming you breeze through problems, climb the ladder effortlessly, and have it all figured out. But behind the scenes, it's often completely different. Psychology reveals that a high IQ comes with a very specific set of invisible burdens. If you've ever felt like your brain is a luxury car you don't know how to drive, you're not crazy. Here are 8 real psychological struggles of being highly intelligent. Number 1, you don't just think, you simulate. Your brain never shifts into neutral. Where others see a simple comment or a minor setback, your mind runs endless background simulations, calculating every possible outcome. Psychologists call this rumination, but for highly intelligent people, it's more like analysis paralysis. Your ability to see every angle makes taking action physically exhausting. You don't overthink because you're weak. You overthink because your brain refuses to stop processing data. Number 2, you experience social starvation. You don't hate people, you hate the shallow end of the pool. While everyone else is perfectly happy discussing the weather or weekend plans, you're starving for conceptual, high-density conversations. You want to dissect human behavior, debate philosophy, or unpack abstract theories. When you can't get that, you end up feeling intensely lonely, even when you're standing in a crowded room. Number 3, you suffer from pattern recognition overdose. High intelligence is basically hyperactive pattern recognition. You notice the micro-expressions, the logical inconsistencies in what people say, and the hidden motives behind their actions. While this makes you highly perceptive, it also strips away the comfort of ignorance. You see the matrix of social dynamics, and realizing how often people lie, manipulate, or act irrationally can make you deeply cynical and socially exhausted. Number 4, the pedestal problem. Once you're labeled the smart one, you're no longer allowed to be human. If you make a mistake, procrastinate, or fail at something, people don't just see a normal mistake, they see a disappointment. This creates a crushing psychological weight. It's the perfect breeding ground for impostor syndrome, the constant, terrifying feeling that you aren't actually as capable as everyone thinks you are, and sooner or later, they're going to find out. Number 5, the understimulation crisis. Your brain requires a massive amount of cognitive bandwidth to stay engaged. Routine tasks, repetitive jobs, or mundane daily life feel painfully slow. To the outside world, you look bored, apathetic, or even lazy. But it's not laziness, it's a dopamine drought. If a task doesn't present a complex puzzle to solve, your brain literally refuses to allocate energy to it. Number 6, the curse of maladaptive perfectionism. Because you can clearly envision the perfect outcome in your head, you become violently frustrated when reality doesn't match it. Psychology calls this maladaptive perfectionism. It's the paralyzing belief that if you can't do it flawlessly, you shouldn't do it at all. It turns you into your own harshest critic, leading straight to burnout because your standard of good enough is always moving out of reach. Number 7, the outsider complex. You can't just accept things at face value. You question the rules, you deconstruct traditions, and you challenge authority, not to be rebellious, but because your brain demands logical consistency. While this is exactly how innovation happens, it also alienates you from people who prefer the comfort of the status quo. You end up feeling like a permanent tourist in your own culture. And number 8, you pay the empathy tax. There's a massive misconception that highly intelligent people are cold and robotic. In reality, high cognitive ability often pairs with hyperempathy. You don't just understand someone's pain logically, you feel it. Psychology refers to this as emotional contagion. You absorb the emotional weight of the room like a sponge, carrying around grief, stress, and anxiety that doesn't even belong to you. Having a high IQ isn't a free upgrade. It's essentially playing life on advanced difficulty. You see too much, feel too much, and process too much, but your mind is not a curse. It's a high-performance engine. It just needs the right fuel, the right boundaries, and the right people in the passenger seat. You aren't too much for this world. You're just built for the deeper one.